Let me tell you something most people learn too late. Love is not supposed to feel like constant pain. If you've been crying more than you've been smiling, this message might change how you see love forever. Stay with me because you deserve to hear this. Love doesn't make you cry. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself this question. When did love start feeling like pain? Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught a lie. We were taught that love is supposed to hurt, that tears are proof you care, that staying when you're breaking is called loyalty. But listen carefully. Love doesn't make you cry. Pain does, fear does, insecurity does. But love, real love, heals. If you have been crying more than you've been smiling, if your heart feels heavy instead of safe, if you constantly question your worth instead of feeling valued, then what you experienced may have been attachment. Maybe it was dependency. Maybe it was loneliness trying to disguise itself as love. But it wasn't love. Because love doesn't leave you confused every night. Love doesn't make you beg for attention. Love doesn't silence your voice. Love doesn't make you feel small. Real love expands you. It gives you peace. It makes you feel seen without performing. It makes you feel safe without pretending. You see, a lot of people stay in painful relationships not because they are weak, but because they are hopeful. They keep believing the person will change. They keep remembering the good moments. They keep holding on to potential instead of reality. And hope can be beautiful. But hope can also keep you trapped in a place your heart is trying to escape. Let me tell you something powerful today. You don't have to suffer to be loved. You don't have to lose yourself to keep someone. You don't have to cry to prove your heart is real. Love is not supposed to feel like a battlefield. It's not supposed to feel like you're constantly fighting for crumbs of affection. Real love feels like coming home after a long day. It feels calm. It feels warm. It feels steady. And I know some of you listening right now are thinking, but what if I never find that kind of love? Listen, the moment you stop accepting pain as love, you raise the standard of how the world treats you, because the relationship you have with yourself teaches people how to love you. When you start choosing peace over chaos, respect over attention, healing over attachment, everything changes. You begin to realize something powerful. You were never asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong person. And that realization, it can hurt at first, because it means letting go of what you wished could work, but it also frees you. It gives you space to breathe again, to rediscover who you are without the weight of constant disappointment. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. Walking away from something that hurts is not failure. It's courage. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It's survival. Protecting your peace is not weakness. It's wisdom. Because one day, you will experience a love that doesn't drain you, a love that doesn't make you question your worth, a love that doesn't make you cry yourself to sleep. And when that day comes, you'll understand why everything else had to end. You'll realize that love was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. It was meant to feel like support, not struggle, like partnership, not pressure, like calm, not chaos. So if you're in a place right now where your heart feels tired, if you feel like you've been giving more than you receive, if you feel like love has only brought you pain, I want you to remember this. Your story is not over. Your heart is not too broken. And your future love is not defined by your past pain. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to choose better. And most importantly, you are allowed to experience a love that feels like peace. So today, make a promise to yourself. You will stop calling pain love. You will stop shrinking to fit into someone's life. You will stop ignoring the voice inside you that knows you deserve more. Because you do deserve more. More respect, more honesty, more kindness, more peace. And the moment you truly believe that, everything changes. Not overnight, not instantly, but slowly, powerfully, beautifully, you begin to attract relationships that reflect your worth instead of your wounds. So if nobody has told you this recently, let me be the one to say it. You deserve a love that feels safe. You deserve a love that feels easy. You deserve a love that feels like growth, not grief. And until that love arrives, be that love for yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Protect your heart. Choose your peace, because the way you love yourself sets the tone for every love that enters your life. And one day, You'll look back at the tears and you'll understand they were not proof of love. They were proof that your heart was strong enough to keep believing in something better. Call to action. So now I want to ask you something. Have you ever mistaken pain for love? And what lesson did it teach you? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might be the message someone else needs to hear today. And if this message spoke to your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. Because sometimes, one message can change a life.